Normal, that is the key word for this month's market update and the question on everyone's mind. Are we headed into a more normal market? Hi, Cece Summerfield here, bringing you the latest on what's happening in the real estate market, both nationally and locally. Now, I want to take a minute to break down a few things in the market today relative to normality. First, let's talk about mortgage rates. There is no doubt that this is what has fueled demand and affordability over the last year. And if you compare rates over the decades, we're still at the lowest we've ever been, sitting at just 2.87% on average for a 30-year fixed. I certainly wouldn't say that is normal by any historical standards. Next thing I want to look at is home price appreciation. In a Blackmaid study, the average home price appreciation is projected to be 14% by the end of the year, and we're seeing even higher numbers reaching 17% from other places like Case-Shiller. Third is months of inventory of supply, and this has been a huge issue in housing over the last few years. As I've mentioned in past videos, a balanced market typically has between 4 and 6 months of inventory. We are sitting at just 2.6 months of supply on the market nationally. That's anything but normal. Next, we look at days it takes to sell a home. As of July, the average was 17 days nationally. If you look at this graph going back to March of 2019, you'll see some of the peaks back in 2019 and 20 of 42 to 49 days. A month and a half to sell a home is not an unrealistic time frame, but 17 days? That's a pretty short time frame to sell a home. Again, just another point showing this market is anything but normal. And my final point is about the average number of offers that are made on a listing all across the country. Typically, we've seen that it ranges around a couple of offers, but according to NAR, right now we are at 4.5 offers on average, and during the spring of this year it was about 5. So what is my take from all this? Maybe this is the new norm, just like we seem to be experiencing in all other areas of our lives. Let's talk about what we are seeing locally. One thing I want to talk about before jumping into the stats for the month is renting. I'm not sure how this has impacted your life, but rent has increased substantially over the last year and will continue to climb as it has done since 1988. The cost of rent is now in some cases the same as you would be paying for a mortgage, but unlike a mortgage, you are building equity for your landlord and not for yourself. Here is an interesting fact about mortgages. The average mortgage with taxes and insurance included is 17.1% of the person's monthly income right now. The historical norm is 21.2%. To put this into context, most lenders say your mortgage expense should be around 28% of your total monthly income. So my question to you is, what percentage of your monthly income is going out in rent? Could we possibly put some money back in your pocket by buying a home? Everyone's situation is different, I understand, but it doesn't hurt to have a conversation about it. Okay, so back to this month's housing stats for San Diego County. We saw a little dip in the median price of detached homes to $850,000, down from $875,000 last month. Homes are still selling at 102% of the asking price on average, and active days on market is up to 21 days. Condos and townhomes median price is hovering in the mid-500s at $560. They are also selling at 102% of the asking and are staying on the market for an average of 19 days. Overall, inventory for San Diego is up to 1 month's supply. Please reach out to me with any and all of your real estate questions. I am always happy to help, and I love setting my clients up for success.